US. And then, the flagship store right now of Maaya Fine Jewels is located in New Jersey in, North of America, which is, I would say, the heart of, like all our NRI Indians in America are mainly in New Jersey. So that's where we are located, the physical store. But we do supply, to other vendors across America. And we also, if somebody wants to buy directly from us as a consumer from Maaya Fine Jewels, we ship all across USA. So, you can go on our website and you can buy virtually. So I think that's the journey, from Gujarat to America.
Wow, that's a fantastic journey, across 7 seas. But, it feels so good to listen to this story because it started from your original village where you get from forefathers, where you get
Hi,
the
hello,
actual
namaste.
diamonds.
You're listening to Telugu NRI Radio,
They say
the
India
best online Telugu
has been
global
the land
radio.
of diamonds. Like
Today we have with us
Kohinoor
Saloni,
and all
Parikh,
other
the owner of Maaya Fine
diamond
Jewels,
Going from
finest makers of diamond jewelry since 1975. We are proud to say that Maaya Fine Jewels is the topmost sponsor of our Telugu NRI Radio, also a great supporter and sponsor of our renowned Mutyala Muggu competition. They have sponsored a diamond pendant to the winner of this contest this year. Thank you, Saloni ji, for giving us such a great support. How are you today?
I'm good. It's our pleasure. How are you?
I'm good too. So really thanks a lot from the bottom of our hearts. It's been a pleasure traveling through this journey, this Mutyala Muggu contest, and looking at the pendant. We feel so happy, so blessed to have your support.
Very thankful to, the Telugu community, because whatever, Maaya Fine Jewels stands for today is only because of the support of our Telugu customers and the Telugu community. Because our entire, I would say victory as a brand and as a store is just because we only make jewelry for your community. So a big thank you to your community as well.
Wow, that's really, it's really a great thing to be a part of your success. We feel really honored. Thank you for making us a part of it. And so before we, go into the franchises and everything, I just wanted to know how your journey started. How did the journey with these diamonds, these precious pieces start actually?
It's a very interesting story. We basically are a family-owned business. And when I say family-owned business, we're actually the 8th generation that's taking forward this legacy of, being diamanteers and our diamond jewelry that we make ourselves in our factory back home in India. So if you see the entire journey, it basically, started hundreds of years ago, 7 generations ago from this town called Palanpur, which is situated in Gujarat. Now, just to let you and the listeners know that 97% of world's diamonds are cut in Surat in Gujarat, in India, world's diamonds. So we hail from this town called Palanpur, where the minute you Google diamonds, you'll see something about Palanpur. The minute you Google Palanpur, you'll see something about diamonds. So we hail from this town where, everyone in our community is only and only into the business of jewelry, diamonds. Like you must have heard of, last names like Zaveri because they are into Zevar. Or our last name is Parikh, which means, in Hindi, they say like, how do you, they say like, har heere ko parakhna chahiye. Like, it's like hand picking and hand picking or selecting a diamond, that entire process in Hindi is called Parikh. So basically, that's what our last name stands for. So basically, it's in our blood. We are generations who only and only specialize in, the business of jewelry making, selecting diamonds. So I think our journey has started hundreds of years ago back home in India in Palanpur. And Maaya Fine Jewels company was founded, it's been 47 years now. It was founded 47 years ago in Mumbai. And till date, we're continuing that legacy. And then from Mumbai, we supply to various other stores across the south of India. So across Hyderabad, Vijayawada, all of that. and then we entered USA 25 years ago.
Wow.
So 25 years ago, we've been in the US. We are also present in London and the US. And then, the flagship store right now of Maaya Fine Jewels is located in New Jersey in, North of America, which is, I would say, the heart of, like all our NRI Indians in America are mainly in New Jersey. So that's where we are located, the physical store. But we do supply, to other vendors across America. And we also, if somebody wants to buy directly from us as a consumer from Maaya Fine Jewels, we ship all across USA. So, you can go on our website and you can buy virtually. So I think that's the journey, from Gujarat to America.
Wow, that's a fantastic journey, across 7 seas. But it feels so good to listen to this story because it started from your original village where you get from forefathers, where you get the actual diamonds. It's like they say India has been the land of diamonds. Like we had Kohinoor and all other diamonds going from India to different parts of the world, and now it's still being a part of that legacy. Like you're handpicking the diamonds from Palanpur and taking it all across the world. That's fantastic. And I just have a question here. So when you said the diamonds are being shipped to Mumbai, Hyderabad, so you do have one in Mumbai, but when it goes to Hyderabad or any other different city of India, it is to a different vendor, right? Like it is going to a different vendor, not to.
Yes, we don't have a setup where we're supplying directly to customers. We basically, apart from having our retail, outlet, which is Maaya Fine Jewels, we're manufacturers and wholesalers. So in wholesale, we supply to other stores, and then those stores, when they buy from us, then they would, sell it under their name. So we are the suppliers to these stores. So interesting, since you asked me, right? Maximum consumption of diamond jewelry in the world is in Hyderabad. Okay, consumption, but diamond jewelry is not made. A lot of stores in Hyderabad also say that we make our own jewelry. Diamond jewelry is not made there. I'll tell you logistically how it works, and I'm talking about the entire industry globally. 97% of world's diamonds are cut in India, in Surat in Gujarat. 98% of manufacturing of diamond jewelry happens in Mumbai. And when I say of the world, meaning even American stores or international stores, they would buy from, manufacturers in this hub in Mumbai in India, which is called a special economic zone, which is only for export. They only export from there. It's not available to anyone locally living in India. So what happens is our laborers, the craftsmanships, or, in our terminology, we call them karigars. The labor work happens in Mumbai, and little bit happens in Thailand and Bangkok. This is typically the industry. And once it's made there, it then is supplied to different, parts of India and parts of the world. So even, if you buy from an American store, like you have Macy's and K Jewelers, and there are so many our listeners in America will relate to. All their product is all manufactured in Mumbai from different manufacturers like us, and then they buy the entire consignment. Same goes for even stores in Hyderabad. Gold jewelry is made in Hyderabad by a goldsmith, can sit, he can take gold and he can mold and make it. But diamond jewelry is not made there because that industry doesn't exist. It's all, everything is controlled. Modi ji is actually controlled, where he makes sure that cutting happens in Surat, manufacturing happens in Mumbai, then the supply happens in Hyderabad. So that's where we come in. We don't have a physical store in called Maaya Fine Jewels in Hyderabad, because there we have a wholesale and manufacturing arm. And then we supply to stores, and then when you go to a store, you'll get products from different manufacturers, like me, for example. So the only way that you can directly buy jewelry from us are two ways. If you are in India, then you can be in any part of India, and of course, that will be basically the south of India. You can you can contact our Mumbai store, and then we can either deliver to your doorstep. You can visit our website. So our website, Maaya Fine Jewels, is a global website. So once you see the designs on that, because we don't have a retail location in Hyderabad, we can hand deliver to your doorstep. You can contact us, and we can, work out the designs that you like on our website, and we can get the payment picked up at your doorstep and the product delivered there. Whereas for anyone in America, especially somebody in New Jersey or driving distances, can physically come to our store of Maaya Fine Jewels. But if you are not able to physically come into the store because of, logistical reasons, or you live in Dallas or Texas or California, then you can again visit our website, which is called maafinejewels.com. You can see our entire collection. We can do video call or do like a virtual, interaction. And then we can ship to any part of USA. So for now, we'll have these two avenues, USA and in India also. You can contact us by reaching out to us on our website, and we can do doorstep delivery.
Wow, that's fantastic. So a doorstep delivery in India, and we also have a store in New Jersey. So how and why did the thought of having a franchise in New Jersey come up? Like you saw that there is a need of...
Yes, I'll tell you how actually. So when we started 25 years ago, and we still hold that same belief, is that there's, we were trying to fill that gap where consumers living in America don't have to go all the way back to India just to buy jewelry. Sometimes when you go to India, especially for this, you should go there to visit your family and to explore our culture, our religion. But we always have limited time. So what we decided is we wanted to bring India to the USA, but at the same time, we did not want to offer any kind of USA kind of pricing, because what happens is we do have stores here, but they are retail stores. So stores in America that are selling jewelry, for our South Indian community, that will obviously have a retail markup. We see a lot of these pop-up shows also. Like you have, a lot of vendors who come from India, and they'll do a standalone pop-up show, and they'll want to sell jewelry with a consumer. But then what happens in that case is, whenever you go to an exhibition to buy jewelry, diamond jewelry is all about relationship, trust, understanding the subject, because it's a very, very vast, very vast, and you need a lot of knowledge to understand diamonds. It's not an easy transaction like gold. You know what today's gold price is. It's 18 carat or 22 carat. It's not as simple as that. So the minute you, as a consumer, go to an exhibition, you don't know who you're interacting with. You're not interacting with the owner or educated seller. You're interacting with a salesperson. The person you're buying from in a show is not looking to have a long-term relationship, because it's a one-time transaction in the show and then the exhibition is over. So they do not value giving best pricing and quality and service because it's one time. Similarly, anyone who comes to a show when they get jewelry from India, they would not be making it themselves, because they would be brands from Hyderabad, but jewelry is not made in Hyderabad. So we realized all these problems, and we decided to, come up with a solution where we are the ones who supply to stores in Hyderabad. Now, instead of me giving to a store in Hyderabad, if I give it to my own store in America, what that will do is that will cut all the middleman, and that will get the price, because the margins will, the profit margins will be completely, like it's a different, business model altogether. So because there's no middleman, I'll be able to give you, sitting in America, we'll be able to give you much better pricing than a store in India. So we wanted to bridge that gap, that even if you were to go to a store in Hyderabad to shop, they cannot give you the kind of pricing that we can give sitting in America for the quality that we give. At the same time, we're just a call away, we're just a drive away, there's after service, there's constantly, you want to, customize your jewelry, you want to upgrade your jewelry. I mean, we're always there, to service you with our kind of, long-term relationship for years together, rather than being a one-time transaction. So I think we realize that, and we still do see that a lot of people struggle with this, they don't know who to trust, they don't know who to go to. Even if they have their, mothers, jewelers back home in Hyderabad, they don't always have access to it. And now stores in Hyderabad will also be charging more than what I can give you in America, because that's retail pricing and mine is wholesale pricing. So I think that's why, we decided to bridge this gap and, provide this kind of service for our South Indian community.
Wow, that's fantastic. Actually, getting it, at a better price in USA, being in USA is what the customers would want, obviously, and you really won their hearts. So, and when you talk about customizing the jewelry and service, after service, after the product is bought from you, so like what all other services do you provide, and what kind of products do you specialize in, like when it comes to customizing?
Only and only specialize in diamond jewelry. We don't do plain gold. We don't do, any kind of silver. We only do diamonds and natural gemstones. And now in diamonds also, we only and only do the best quality of diamonds. So diamonds come in different qualities. There are a lot of gradings. Just like gold, gold is probably simpler for our listeners to understand. When you buy a gold bar, it's a 24 karat gold bar. When you buy gold jewelry, it's 22
karat. Sometimes
when
18.
You buy diamond jewelry, yes, it's 18. American and international stores, that don't cater to Indian community, do 14. There's 11. So similarly, in diamonds, there's honestly, it's a very vast education. There's a lot of permutation and combination. I will try to touch upon a little bit in, our talk today, but it's too vast a subject. So having said that, when you're buying diamonds, in different gradings, what we simply do is we do the number one quality only, whether it's the color of the diamond or the clarity of the diamond or the cut of the diamond. We only specialize in number one quality, because in diamonds you have different tiers, and some stores have number 2, some have number 3. A lot of stores have a mix. They'll have grade 1, 2, 3, 4. They, depending on the requirement of the customer. But if you're looking for the best quality of diamonds at the lowest possible pricing, we only wanted to specialize in that. And that's what we've done for generations. We only do best quality of diamonds, no compromise, and natural gemstones with it. That's what we do in terms of, the product that we offer. Range of the product is everything from a nose pin to a vadyanam, to a haram, to choker, to nalapusulu, papra billa, you name it. Any and every accessory that you can think of would all be made under diamonds in terms of the range. And in terms of customization, see what happens is, just this weekend, I was dealing with one of my, old and loyal customer. 3 years ago, she had bought a big choker from us, and it's a multi-purpose choker. So every layer comes out. So the bottom of the choker had a big pendant, and billa that comes out. Now she wanted to do something with that because it's her daughter's half sari ceremony, and she didn't want to invest in another necklace. So what we did is she got her pendant in, and then we designed a gold mesh chain with some, diamonds on it. And we kind of, build around that pendant. So she can attach that pendant and wear it as a mini haram from the new design. And it's a small investment because she's not buying something heavy. And at the same time, she can wear that pendant with her existing choker. So when I mean by customization is sometimes we want to, do these kind of, projects with our existing jewelry. Sometimes you want to change, the color of the gemstone. You want to change the tone or the polish. You want to add a big pearl at the bottom. I mean, you can keep, upgrading your jewelry from time to time. And we are here to service you for that.
But that's fantastic explanation you gave, and I can surely understand from your interaction with the Telugu community from the terminology you use, like Nalla Pusalu, Papadi Pilla Vadiyanam, which is purely Telugu. And
Absolutely.
Chala
bond.
You have learned quite a bit of Telugu. That's fantastic.
Oh, yes. It's been, so many, 20 years that I'm only communicating with everyone, and only the Telugu community. So we do understand a lot of the words, not able to talk, though you'll be surprised to know. So I'm married in the family business. And my father-in-law is Gujarati, and that's where, our ancestors and our heritage of diamonds come from. But my mother-in-law is South Indian. So we basically, yes. So basically, it's a mix, and I think it's a perfect combination. She's the one who, introduced us. So prior to my father-in-law's marriage, they were not catering to the South Indian community. It was only within the Gujarati community. But post-marriage, then, he got introduced to the South Indian community by his wife, my mother-in-law. And that's how, we started 47 years ago supplying to stores in the South. And so it basically is the best of both worlds, because Gujaratis are where diamonds, are the best makers and the best purchasers, and people who understand and invest in diamonds is your community. So I think it was marriage between the two. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a fantastic combination. Like, taking your journey further ahead, like superb. Really good to listen, and feel so happy and proud that Telugu community is, buying diamonds and investing in such a good quality diamonds. That's superb.
They are, yes.
And do you provide any paperwork or certifications for this jewelry? Like,
absolutely, and that's a very important, question for all the listeners also. So we make all our jewelry in India. It's very easy for me to get everything certified in India itself. It's logistically easier and cheaper. But 10 years ago, we have discontinued that. What we did is, even though the jewelry comes from our factory in India, when it comes here to the USA, of course, when you're in India, we'll be giving you India certificate, but I'm talking for all our listeners who are living in America for Maaya Fine Jewels. Because we're living in America, it's very important to have paperwork that's recognized in America and internationally, not only in India. That's the first thing. Second, the paperwork that we provide, what we do is we submit all our jewelry to this renowned lab in the Diamond District in New York. Now, that is, one of the oldest companies that we work with, very, very well reputed. It's a Jewish-owned company. And the kind of paperwork and certification that they give, you can use it for insurance also in America. That paperwork is accepted. So that's very important, because when we are buying diamond jewelry, we're going to pass it over to our children and grandchildren who are in America, so they're not going to go back to India with the paperwork. They need something that's recognized here. But one main reason why we go the extra mile and pay additionally from our own pocket to get this extra certification in America is because 10 years ago, we realized that there are a lot of malpractices that are taking place in India. A lot has been written about it also in various newspapers like Great Andhra and on Times of India. So basically, these labs have got broken into. When I say broken into, meaning I can put they have approached us also saying you can put a lower quality of diamond and I will write higher quality on the paper of the certificate. I just need some money under the table. Because in India, unfortunately, you can get away with this. If anyone does a case also, the case goes on for years and years. So no one's ever penalized. So because of that, everyone in America was a little unsure and everyone was a little shaken about how we can trust jewelers. Is the quality genuine? You must have heard of, something like what Nirav Modi also did. So a lot of malpractices happening. He would also get everything certified in India. So what we decided is, we will get everything done in America because you have rules, laws in place here. Anyone can get sued if you do any kind of manipulation. So we give it to an independent third party who will grade everything. So I am not giving my certificate because you must believe me and you must trust me, but I can put anything on the paper. I am backing it up by a third party independent laboratory who will give you a detailed paperwork that you can use for verifying, for insurance, for getting recognized across the world. So our paperwork is very, very tight and strong and authentic.
That's awesome. You are winning the hearts of the customers with integrity and, being truthful. That's what the customer wants, actually, that they can trust with, like they just can come to you anytime and buy the most quality ones. And then
be happy about it for generations without worrying about the paperwork or quality. It's the integrity that matters to win the hearts of the customers. That's awesome. That's really fantastic. And unfortunately, I do agree with. I did come across some of the news articles in India saying, some of the not so fine quality diamonds being graded as highest quality and all these things happening. But yep, I think things are improving now, and it will take some time at least, but definitely it will come. It'll be in line with the Western world, hopefully. Yes. Okay, and coming to the jewelry, like how do we compare your pricing with other stores, be it in USA or any other, like even in India?
Okay, yes. So for the quality that we keep, like I had mentioned, no retail store in India or America can compete with us. But we do have to keep in mind, we have to compare quality to quality. The minute you take my jewelry, the quality that I keep, if we compare to another store that has inferior quality of diamond, definitely inferior quality will have a lower price. But if you compare the same quality, guarantee our pricing, whether it's a store in Hyderabad or a store in Gujarat or a store in any part of America, nobody will be able to compete with our pricing, because it directly, once the diamonds get cut, we make it, we buy from Surat, Gujarat, we make it in Mumbai and directly comes to a store here. So no middleman at all.
Yep.
And also,
and then you can
yes.
Yep. You can cut down all the transportation
costs. You can cut down all
from,
the cost and absolutely. But more importantly, being the 8th generation, the goal at Maaya Fine Jewels is to be a long-term family jeweler. So it is easy for us to put a higher price and do a one-time transaction with a customer and not care about being termed as an expensive store, but we refuse to do that. What we want to do is we want to build relationships, and that's what has made us, that's what's kept us going for 8 generations. I want, the 9th generation also to take this forward. So that's why goodwill is very important for us, being a family jeweler. So that's why we aim to we have very, very slim margins when it comes to the efforts that we put in. We basically give a very low rock bottom, I would say, wholesale manufacturing pricing for our customers, so that they come back to us again and again, and we keep doing long-term business with them. Because I rather do 10 good transactions with a customer through their friends and family than do one transaction and never see them again. That's also a smart way of doing business. So we can only have people coming back to us if we give them a fair price for the best quality. So that's what we always aim to do.
True. That's really true. Like having those contacts and being in good books and getting the goodwill from all the customers, that really matters in any business. And of course, it's diamond, because it's been like a family business for you. It's been coming from generations. I think you will definitely have the knack for it, like, how to it's in your blood, like you say. Yeah, that's really fantastic. And when you talk about the real gemstones with the diamond jewelry, like do you mean like the ruby, emerald, sapphire, topaz, or other? So do you really get these gemstones in Surat? Like, how do you get these? What is the certification or whatever paperwork that you give for these stones?
So we travel all across the world and we collect all these old natural gemstones. These gemstones, sometimes our emeralds can be from Russia, which is now, of course, due to the war, it's banned. But you have, emeralds from Russia or from, Zambia or Colombia. So you have different regions in the, world where you get different gemstones. The cutting of these gemstones does not happen in Surat like diamond cutting. We basically, travel across the world. Most of these gemstones you'll get in Jaipur. So we source only natural, best quality of gemstones. And because of our buying power and because of our reputation and our interest and knowledge in this subject, we are able to get very, very good, I would say, quality gemstones at a fantastic pricing, and then we use them for our jewelry. And all our jewelry, whether it's with gemstones and with diamonds, it's all given to that same lab in the Diamond District in New York. So it's all international paperwork.
Great. Wow. Great. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And And how come your diamonds shine so much? Like, I've seen your jewelry, I've gone across the catalogs, and I've been following you even on Instagram, Facebook, and the pieces are marvelous and the shine is fantastic actually. So what is the secret?
A secret is very simple. What we do is any diamond that makes it to the jewelry of Maaya Fine Jewels, we make sure that the cut of the diamond, the faceting is what you mean by the cutting of a diamond. The cutting of the diamonds is excellent. We do not compromise on that. I'll share a little bit information with listeners. When you're looking to buy diamond jewelry, there are 4 C's. C for color. That's the first C. The second C is C for clarity, which means how clean your diamond is. The third C is cut. And the fourth C is carat. Carat means the size of the diamond, the weight of the diamond. And cut means the way it's, you take like a rough piece of diamond, like a raw diamond, and the way you cut it. So when you cut a diamond, you have different gradings called excellent, which is the best. Then you have very good. Then you have good. Then you have weak. Then you have poor. Now, all the diamonds at Maaya Fine Jewels are of excellent cut only. We do not compromise on the cut, and the material and the mines from where our diamonds come are very superior. So we're very, very conscious about the raw material, the mine, and the cut. Now, the norm, because we supply to stores, so been in the industry for so many years, the normal norm of what other stores carry in general, the diamonds have weaker cut. In fact, when you go to any store, or even if you look at any certificate, any kind of paperwork, and you ask them what is the cut of the diamond, nobody gives you an answer to that. Everybody talks about color and clarity. That's something more commonly known even to our consumers. Everyone will say, what is the color of your diamond? What is the clarity? But I'm sharing this trader's secret, technical trader secret with all of y'all, that it is the cut of the diamond that determines the shine. Better cut, better shine, and more price also for that, because you pay for, like ghee mithai is more expensive than oil mithai. So, so better cut is better shine, but then you get weaker cut diamonds for cheaper, but then they shine lesser. So normally in Hyderabad, we've seen in the stores, weak cut of diamond is used. So that makes a big difference. Color clarity is one thing, but you can never compromise on the cut. So with us, we only use excellent cut diamonds. So next time you go to buy any kind of diamond jewelry, you must ask them, what is the cut of the diamond? And I can guarantee you, they'll not know what you're talking about because you have to be very, very technically trained, and you'll never have a technical person behind the counter selling you jewelry. It will be a marketing or a salesperson. What they'll say? Cut by cut, a lot of them think you're talking about the shape. They say it is round cut, pear cut, rectangle cut. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the cutting of the diamond, which means the facets of a diamond.
Right.
Let me explain what it means. How do you think? So why? Tell me something. Why would you buy a diamond? You buy a diamond because of how it's shining, correct?
True.
Because if a diamond's not going to shine, then you might as well buy like gold jewelry or artificial jewelry. The only reason you buy diamonds is for the shine. Now, how do diamonds shine? Diamonds shine when light passes through it and there's reflection and refraction. It's a science.
True.
Now that reflection and refraction only happens when there are certain edges that are cut. So if those, if there are not enough edges, then the reflection and refraction will not happen. So the more those edges, I'm talking in layman terms, the more the cutting and the curvatures and edges there are, for example, the more the light gets reflected, and then the shine is more. So, correct. So always, go in for diamonds is very rarely you get excellent cut diamonds. But with us at Maaya Fine Jewels, our diamonds are all excellent cut. And we believe that that's the, only way to buy diamonds, because otherwise the shine is less, or if it's looking grey in color or dull or yellowish, there's, you better off not buying diamonds.
Right. So Saloni ji, I have one more question here. As per the workmanship, what is the difference between the pieces sold by you and the pieces sold by other people?
Interesting question. So whenever you look at any jewelry at Maya Fine Jewels, right? For example, if you look at one long big haram, now the haram that we can produce will have much lower weight of gold and lesser carats of diamonds, but we'll still be able to give you the same look and design if somebody else had to make that same piece. What I'm trying to explain is when we make any of our jewelry, we have reached a certain level of expertise where we have to take lesser raw material. So we bring down the cost, we bring down the heaviness of the product. It's easier to wear because it's more lightweight. At the same time, the budget goes down, but we don't compromise in the look. And the reason we can do that is we do this extra layer of, labor, and it's called dhaga polish. It's basically when you try to polish all the crevices and all the turns and all the curvatures, and you remove the excess gold. This way your diamonds shine also better. It looks also better as a piece, and it's more cost effective. So a lot of times, we have customers where they like a design of any other brand, and they show us and they tell us, can you make this, they give us a design and they say, can you make this same piece of jewelry for us? And every time we make it for them, our overall weights are much lesser. So in a lesser budget, because there's lesser raw material gone in, we can still give you that same big look. And honestly, we could not do this 15 years ago or 20 years ago. It's after, so many years of, I would say, experience and expertise, we've reached a point that in the last 10 years, if you look at any of our products, you will be like, wow, this is a different level of workmanship. So definitely take a lot of pride in that. And we've worked very hard to achieve that level that we are right now at Maya Fine Jewels.
Wow, that's fantastic. I think the expertise always matters.
Absolutely.
Like experience and expertise. That's what all the markets crave for. That's fantastic to know. Okay. Right. And what inspires your product line? Like,
I think that's an interesting question. I think that's a question for my father-in-law, who's the, pioneer of all the interesting designs, because he personally oversees the entire sketching, production. Every single diamond is actually hand-selected under his own supervision. I think what inspires him is all his creativity, all his pieces are one of a kind. No piece is ever repeated. We never make a second piece.
wow.
You'll never see another piece repeated. We
That's
believe that
awesome.
when you're buying, we believe when you're buying diamond jewelry, the reason you're getting something so exclusive and such good quality and investing your hard-earned money in Lakshmi is it has to also stand out as a design and as as a piece. So we don't repeat our designs, and I think a lot of inspiration comes from our heritage, royal families, the kind of jewelry they would wear. And I think interaction with customers, what they like,
Yes.
inspires them to design something that will. So we like to create our own trends rather than copying what's in the market.
Wow.
I think that's